What's it all about?
We don't know yet.
Come again?
We'll call you back in a little bit, okay? Okay.
Okay, Marge. Hey, listen, we got a call about the bridge going out up there. When you get a chance, go up, take a look, make sure it's posted and blocked off. Got an ice jammed up against it to cool the Congo.
Oh, you betcha, Roger and out.
Well, no question about it. Something came from that pond and went over to that diner.
Well, there's a bus in front of that diner. You don't suppose it came out of that pond, do ya? Well, I'm joking with you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now, let's leave the car here and follow these tracks. I want to be sure that they lead to the diner.
Wintry February night in the present. Order of events, a phone call from a frightened woman, notating the arrival of an unidentified flying object. Then the checkout you just witnessed with 2 state troopers verifying the event, but with nothing more enlightening to add beyond evidence of some tracks leading across the highway to a diner. You've heard of trying to find a needle in a haystack? Well, stay with us now and you'll be part of an investigative team whose mission is not to find that proverbial needle. No, their task is even harder. They've got to find a Martian at a diner. And in just a moment, you'll search with them because you just landed in the Twilight Zone.
Whose bus is this out here?
Oh, that's mine, officer. We have a problem?
Yeah, the bridge up ahead has been declared temporarily impassable. Ice flow stacked up against it. Another pound of weight is going to be drifting.
Jesus. Man, can't go back, can't go forward. There's a slide up there at the turnoff's got the whole road blocked. Looks like you're not even living there.
Well, until morning anyway.
Yeah.
Until morning. Well, I've got to be in Boston at 9 a.m.
You better start walking, mister. As long as that bus is out there and that bridge is tied up, we're not going anywhere. Unless, of course, we have to drop you some snowshoes.
Oh, might as well get comfortable and get a little hot food in here.
Oh, that's fine, isn't it? That's just great. Get comfortable, get a little hot food in you. That's precious consolation for missing my meeting in Boston. Say, driver, that's some bus line you work for there, isn't it? They care so much about their schedules, do they?
Don't be too hard on them. They don't know about snow and bridges and what slides off the hillsides. That's out of their hands.
Mark. What do you think?
They were all on the bus together, weren't they? Say, what's the trouble? You looking for somebody? Driver.
Yeah.
You're not a passenger manifest?
I'm sorry. Passenger manifest. What do you think that is? A 707? That's a 14-year-old bus, ma'am. And times are slow. Heck, my boss said, haul them across the border without there was money in it. I don't ask for names. We gently give them a kiss, help them on board. Glad to have them, with or without names.
Well, do you know how many you had?
Yeah, 6. Unless one of them fell out a window when we hit a bump. I picked up 6 and I'm supposed to deliver 6.
Well, nobody fell out. Looks like somebody jumped in. You got 7 here now.
Honey, I know I had 6 people.
Now, tell me, was there anybody here before the bus stopped?
Nope. Haven't seen anyone before 11 o'clock this morning. I figured this whole bunch got off the bus.
We did. There was no one in here when we got here.
And how do you account for 7 people?
Beats me. Guess one of them didn't get off the bus.
Okay. Which one of you wasn't on the bus?
We were all on the bus. What kind of interrogation is this anyway? If we're going to get grilled, I want to talk to a lawyer.
That's a good one. First he wants snowshoes and now he wants a lawyer.
I've never seen you on the bus.
Well, you know what? I don't remember seeing you on that bus, Nick. That makes one of us star, don't it?
Look, this is preposterous. What difference does it make who was on the bus or who wasn't? Whether there were 6 or 7 or 120? Is this a diner or a Gestapo headquarters?
Hey, take it easy, mister.
Say, what's this all about?
Did you hear anything fly over here tonight?
Fly over here? No, I haven't heard anything.
You got a call about 2 hours ago. A woman said she heard something fly over and then come down.
Fly over here? From where?
From up there. An unidentified flying object.
Unidentified flying object?
Betcha.
Nothing's come down from up there except snow. That's all I've seen for 14 hours. Snow. What'd she say came down?
She said it came down close to here.
That's right. Now look, something did land over in Tracy's pond. Left a trail of broken branches before it hit. We followed tracks leading away from it.
To where?
To here.
You mean something landed in Tracy's pond and came in here?
You betcha.
Well, that's crazy. I haven't seen anything since 11 this morning.
Except me and my passengers, me and 6 people.
George, I don't like this.
I got you.
Let me get this straight. You're trying to tell us that one of us in here landed in a flying saucer or something, and you came in here? Yes, I came in here with us. Hey, come? Hey, come? Oh, she's very scared. You're scared her, officers.
Well, you know, that's just not possible. We would have seen him come in with us.
Well, yeah, not necessarily. Now it was snowing and dark. And when we climbed off that bus, we came in with our eyes closed to get out of the snow. Anyone could have come in with us and we wouldn't have noticed.
Now you were all on the bus together. You would have known who the other passengers were.
Well, cut any ice. We loaded in and hooks landed in the snow. I'll tell you the truth, I don't know who got on.
She's just like science fiction. That's what she is. Ready to rain Brad Bird. 6 humans and 1 monster. Now her. I bet this guy over here has not even back in his head.
I find you offensive, you know that?
So what are you going to do now, officer?
Well, now, lady, this isn't exactly par for our course either, you know. I mean, we get a lot of nutty assignments in this area, but this one, ooh, this is a doozy.
Well, I have an idea.
Oh, yeah?
You should pair off the couples. Since it's only one person that doesn't belong, eliminate the couples.
Oh, then cross us off. We're exonerated. We're 2 of the humans.
Us too. Me and my wife are in the clear. What's the matter?
Well, I could have sworn you had a mole on your chin, George.
Oh, funny. I never had them all.
Now, listen here, I can tell you what's gonna happen. Everybody and his brother's gonna get all panicky and start picking up on invisible clues from everybody else. This is just absolute nonsense. It's nonsense? Oh, what is it? What is going on? What is myself? Well, now, just a minute here. Just because I think Jack Elam is a good-looking actor doesn't mean I'm from outer space. Have weird tasting men, that's all.
I love it. She don't know who she is. She don't know who she is. And we don't know who she is either. And I'm telling you, this living sucker over here is the most suspicious one of the bunch.
Sure, you have a back door to this place?
Sure, why?
Well, now go on back there and lock it.
Look, it's already locked. If that's somebody really from outer space, well, they'll just go through the wall anyhow.
You better check them for wings. Check them for wings. Look under their coats.
You got identification, Grandma?
I do. But you know what? I left it down at the pond. In the spaceship.
Okay, well, can you tell me who won the World Series race last year?
What is this, some sort of prolonged practical joke?
Oh, I get it. Pittsburgh Pirates took 4 out of 7 from the New York Yankees. A sharp ball. Real sharp ball. You didn't figure us Martians know much about your great American pastime, did you? Huh?
Well, now do you have any identification, miss?
What? No, I don't. I left it in my suitcase, which was shipped on ahead.
What's your name, miss?
I'm Ethel McConnell. I'm a professional dancer.
Oh, you better count her legs. Count her legs.
I'm
What kind of?
She was on the bus.
Well, now how do you know that?
Well, she's the only one I noticed.
Why, thank you.
Well, yeah, but who knows him? How do we know you and Wanda driving them up? Ain't nobody getting already there, that's sure.
Look, this whole thing's getting ridiculous. Let's put a stop to it right now. We'll all show our identifications and be on our way.
Well, want to explain the extra person in the room?
Simple. Driver's mistaken. 7 people got on the bus. You thought there were only 6.
Well, now, is that possible?
Well, I think so. I counted before we loaded on, and there were 6 people.
Now, miss, calm yourselves down here. I'm sure we're all going to laugh about this in the morning, okay? But until then, everybody just stay right where you are.
Where are the troopers?
Oh, what? Oh, they stepped outside. It quit snowing. Say, Haley, that wasn't your gag about the jukebox starting up like that, was it?
Oh, no. I'm strictly short orders and pay your taxes. I don't know anything about science fiction. Jukebox is a jukebox. That thing wants to start up on its own. You'll have to talk to an electrical engineer.
Take me to your leader. Take me to your leader. Somebody.
Fine, everything?
No, but we took a look at the bridge.
It's holding up pretty well.
I don't like that bridge. I don't trust it. What's more, I don't trust it. What's more, I don't trust it.
Well, thank goodness we need to concern ourselves with your sound judgment. If that bridge gets a clean bill of health, you'll drive right across it, won't you?
Listen, mister, you may be a big shot in Boston. When it comes to buses and bridges, I've got seniority. That bridge is so old that you say, why do I
pond, and that something did come in here, I can give you a real healthy idea if we pinpointed that particular person and kept him or her from leaving.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Maybe they're invisible. Maybe they're playing games. Cat and mouse.
That's childish nonsense.
Well, now, it's the best explanation I've heard, but listen, what if this thing never showed itself? What are we supposed to do? Sit around here all night, holding our breath? Oh, what's this? She likes to breathe, I just said.
Well, now, if somebody was to ask me,
Look, no one did ask you, and no one will.
Oh, why don't you leave them alone?
Who invited you into this, lady?
Well, I didn't realize you were sending out invitations.
But you know, you got this real big idea. Wasn't
Now, listen here, hold on a minute. It's hard enough sitting around here all night without everybody getting a...
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you betcha. Okay. Okay. The bridge is okay.
It's about time. Shall we get this show on the road, or what?
What do you think, Perry?
Well, we can't hold him.
yeah, officer, you're making a big mistake. A big mistake. You're gonna let that monster walk right out that door.
Very may well be, old man. Very well may be. But you can't hold someone on suspicion of being a
That's
monster.
right, regulations.
You can roll many times.
You sure about that bridge? I don't like that sucker. She swings in the wind and it's not a suspension.
Now look, that was the county engineer on the phone. He checked it all out, and it's okay. It's passable. Now look, we'll go on ahead first. Now everybody else out.
Y'all come pay your bill over here now. Come back now. What do you say? What do you say? 14 cups of coffee, $1.90. Thanks, sir. Thank you. Thanks, man. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all come back down here. That is all but one of you. How many you count there?
Well, I got 7.
That's right. 7.
You know what? I bet you by the time we get to Boston, there'll be 17 of us.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Something for you.
Yeah, coffee, black.
Coffee. Black. Say, did you go out on that bus?
I did indeed. Oh, I went out on that bus. You know something? That bridge wasn't safe. It collapsed. The state police car, the bus, everything. Plunk,
Oh my God.
right in the river. It's a terrible scene. No one got out.
Is that you?
Except me. Lucky, I guess.
Very lucky.
But
But you're not wet.
wet. What's wet?
What do you mean, what's wet? You've fell into the river, didn't ya? And your clothes are all dry.
Oh, that? Just an illusion, that's all. I like that jukebox playing over there. That's an illusion too. Or that telephone ringing? That's an illusion. Just a parlor trick.
What are you? Some kind of magician?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hardly.
Oh.
Now, before you go and faint dead away, I ought to explain that the name's not Ross, and I'm not even going to Boston. You see, I was sent here as kind of an advanced scout. These cigarettes, you call them? They taste wonderful. Kind of got a thing like them on Mars, and that's incidentally where I come from. You see, we're beginning to colonize, and my friends, I think they're really gonna like it here. So pleasant, so remote, so off the beaten track. So while we wait, Haley, how about a little what you call music?
Oh, I don't mind. I've got some time myself. You see, Mr. Ross, my name is Haley. And I agree with you, this is an extraordinary place to colonize. You see, we folks on Venus had that idea several years ago. And I think I ought to tell you, your friends are not coming. They've been intercepted. Oh, colony is coming all right, only it's coming from Venus. And I think if you're still alive, you'll see how we differ. You know? And I do agree with what you call music. Why don't you play some?
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,
To be believed or disbelieved. However, if a sour-faced dandy named Ross or a big good-natured counterman who handles a spatula as if he'd been born with one in his mouth, if either of these two entities walk onto your premises, you better hold their hands, all three of them, or check the color of their eyes, all three of them. The gentleman in question might try to pull you into the Twilight Zone.
doesn't make any sense. Why would the power go out all of a sudden and the phone lines?
Well, yeah, maybe it's some sort of electrical storm or something.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, the sky's as blue as ever. No storms, no clouds, no thunder, nothing.
Yeah.
How can it be a storm?
I don't know.
I can't get a thing on the radio, not even the portable.
Hey, why don't you go downtown and check with the police? They'll probably think we're crazy or something. I mean, one little power failure and all of a sudden we get all flustered and everything.
It's got to be more than a power failure, though. Charlie, we'd be able to get something on the board. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'm going to run downtown and check this out. This will all be fine. I'll be right back.
Yeah, he'll find out.
I don't know what's wrong. It was working fine before.
Well, this is out of gas.
No, I just had it filled up.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Well, it's just as everything is stopped. Steve, we better go downtown. Come on, let's
Yeah,
go.
let's you and I go downtown, Charlie. Here's the deal. Can't be a meteor. A meteor couldn't do
No.
this.
Oh,
What?
Mr. Brandt,
What?
you better not.
Why not?
They don't want you to.
Who doesn't want us to?
Them.
Them?
Who are them?
Whoever was in that thing that came by overhead.
What?
Whoever was in that thing that came over. I don't think they want us to leave here.
What do you mean by that? What are you talking about?
They don't want us to leave. That's why they shut everything off.
What makes you say that? Where did you get that kind of an idea?
Isn't that the craziest thing you ever heard? It's true. It's always that way. In every story I've ever read about a spaceship landing from outer space. Oh, from outer space? Shit. Sally, you better get that lawyer some bed. She's read too many comics or seen too many movies or something. No one even talk that way.
Tammy, it'll be all right. Tammy, we'll be right back. It wasn't a ship or anything. It was a meteor. I mean, I'm sure it had something to do with the electrical storm. Meteors can do that kind of thing, you know, like sunspots.
Yeah, like sunspots, you know, they can play havoc with radio reception all over the world.
Yeah.
That one being so close, no telling what it could have done.
Absolutely.
But I think you're right, Charlie. You and Steve ought to go downtown and find out if that's not.
I think so too. All right, we'll be right back. All right, let's go.
Mr. Brandt, please don't go.
What?
You might not even be able to get into town.
Hi.
It was that way in the story. Nobody could leave. Nobody except.
Nobody except who?
Well, except the people they sent out ahead of them. They looked just like humans. And it wasn't until the ship landed that.
Now, you shouldn't talk that way. We should have said you were listening to her. Well, this is the craziest thing I ever heard. She sits here and tells us the plot to a comic book story, and we stand here listening?
Oh, come on now. Tammy, what kind of story was this? What about the people they sent out ahead?
They sent 4 people, a mother, a father, and 2 kids. And they looked just like humans. But they weren't.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess what we better do is run a check on the neighborhood, make sure which ones of us are really human.
Oh, we're gonna stand around here doing makeup on jokes or something?
Charlie,
We check on Floral Street and see if they got the same business
we'll
we
be
got.
right back.
Has anybody seen Pete Van Horn? Did he get back yet?
See you.
Can we get it started, Les?
No dice. We never did come out to look at that thing when it was over. Who wasn't even interested? Why? Why didn't he come out to look at the rest of us?
He's always been a real oddball. Him and his whole family, real oddball.
Come on, wait a minute. Let's not be a mob here.
I just don't understand it. I tried to start it, it wouldn't start. You saw me. You always saw me. Come on. I just don't understand. I swear I don't understand. What's happening?
Yeah, well, I think you should be telling us. Because nothing's working. No power, no radio, no lights, nothing except one car. Yours.
Wait a minute.
car that starts by itself. That's a freak thing, I admit it. But does that make me some sort of criminal or something?
Hey, but we're all on a monster kick here. Les, it seems like the general impression that the one family here isn't what we think they are. Something different. Monsters from outer space, aliens from the vast beyond. Now, tell me, does anyone fit that description here on Maple Street?
That's supposed to incriminate me, isn't it? That goes on and on. That really does it to you people, doesn't it? Look, we've lived here for 5 years in this very house.
Yeah.
You know me and my family.
Yeah, we know.
We're no different from any of you, really. We're no different at all. The whole thing is just weird.
Well, if that's the case, let's do it, then explain why.
Explain what?
Come on now, let's forget this. Let's forget this.
Well, it's just that sometimes I go to bed late at night. And a couple of times I've come out on my front porch and I've seen Mr. Goodman here standing out in front of his house in the wee hours of the morning, looking up at the sky. That's right, looking up at the sky. As if he was waiting for something, as if he was looking for something.
Okay, hold on.
Come on.
This is your last, really, but you want to know what I'm guilty of? Yeah, we do. Yeah. I'm guilty of insomnia. That was the penalty for insomnia.
Come on.
Hey, I said it was insomnia.
Yeah, it's insomnia.
I said it was insomnia.
It's insomnia.
I said it was insomnia.
Come on now.
Come on, people, you know that all of you, you're sick. You don't even know what you're starting here, because let me tell you, God is my witness, what you're letting me in here that should frighten you the most. What you're starting here is a nightmare.
Well, it just doesn't seem right watching over them like this. I mean, Les Goodman is our friend. Ethel and I have been friends for years.
That's a proof of thing. Now, anybody can stand out early in the morning and look up at the sky like that. Well, there's something wrong with that kind of a person. There's something that ain't legitimate. Maybe under normal circumstances, but these aren't normal circumstances. I mean, look up and down the block. It's as dark as hell out there. It's like we're going back to the dark ages or something.
Hey, now stay right there, Steve. Stay right there. Now, we don't want any trouble, but if anyone else steps foot on this porch, that is exactly what they're going to get.
Come on,
I always explain myself to you people. I don't sleep very well at night sometimes. I go for a walk. I look up at the sky. I look at the stars.
That's exactly what he does. But he's talking. He's some kind of madness or something.
That's exactly what it is. This is some kind of madness.
Yeah.
Now, you better watch who you're seen with over here, Steve. Till we get this mess straightened out, you're not above suspicion yourself.
Neither are you, Charlie, or anybody else on the block you've seen from ages 8 on up.
Well, what I want to know is, what are we going to do now? Are we just going to stand around and wait for something to happen?
There's nothing we can't do. They'll have to tip their hands sooner or later. They've got to.
Something you do, Charlie.
What?
You keep your mouth shut. Quit strutting around here like some self-appointed hanging judge. Why don't you just go climb into bed and forget about it?
You sound pretty anxious for that to happen, don't you, huh, Steve? Maybe we ought to keep an eye on you, too.
Steve, we might as well get this out now. You know, your wife's been doing a lot of talking lately about how odd you are.
Don't you start.
Go ahead, Donna. What'd she say? What'd she say?
Yeah, what's he saying? Let's get it out in the open, every bit of it. Let's pick out every idiosyncrasy of every man, woman, and child on this block. Hey, Charlie, why don't we set up a kangaroo court? How about a firing squad at dawn? Eliminate the suspects, narrow them down. Make it easier on you.
Well, now, Steve, quit getting so upset. Myra's just been saying there's been a lot of nights that you spent down there in that basement working on some radio or something. None of us have ever seen that radio.
Yeah, what kind of radio are you working on, Steve? I've never seen it. No one here's Who talks to you on that radio station?
Charlie, I'm surprised at you. How'd you get so dead all of a sudden? Who do I talk to? I talk to monsters from outer space. I talk to little green man with 3 heads.
Please. It's a ham radio. Yeah, I got a book on it.
Yes.
It's a ham people have. Oh, come on, it's a ham radio. Oh, you just come down the basement, I'll show you.
You will not. If they want to get in our house, they get a search warrant.
Well, listen, you can't afford it.
Don't you tell me Charlie. And don't tell me who's safe and who's not, and who's dangerous and who's a menace. And every one of you, you're all in this with it. Everybody looking for somebody to crucify, find a scapegoat, point a finger at a neighbor. Well, I'll tell you what, friends, you know what's going to happen is we're going to eat each other up alive.
That's not the only thing that's going to happen. No, it's not.
What?
It's the monster!
And they made this. Now what the heck are you going to do with a white one? You get gone insane? Give me that gun, are you crazy?
You're going to focus right into the grave. You'd let whatever's out there walk right over the top of us, wouldn't you, huh?
Charlie, no!
Some of us
Give me that, Charlie! Give me that bite. What have you done, Charlie? Oh my God! It's Pete Van Horn!
You shot him, You
Charlie!
No, we didn't know. I certainly didn't know who it was. He just came walking out of the darkness. How am I supposed to know who it was? Charlie, you just said, oh, you know why I shot.
Charlie!
Yeah, he just came walking out. I think I was some kind of monster or something. I was just trying to protect my home, that's all. That's all I was trying to do. I didn't know it was somebody we knew. I didn't
Charlie.
know.
The lights went on in your house. Why did the lights go on in your house?
Yeah, because you're the only one with lies.
Wait, I'd like to know, Charlie. You were so quick to kill, so quick to tell us who we had to be afraid of. Well, maybe you had to kill. Maybe Pete went to the next street and learned something. Was coming back to tell us we should really be worried about.
Studying on the sword, I have no idea why the lights came on. Or, maybe somebody's pulling some kind of gag or something.
A gag! There's a dead man in the street telling you killed him.
No,
Does that look like a gag to you?
I didn't do it, but I do know who it is, yeah. I know who the monster is, yeah. I know who it is. It's the girl!
She was the only one who knew. She told us all about it. How did she know? How did she know? There's a girl here who knew what was going to happen the whole time. She was the one who knew.
Stop it! Have you all gone crazy?
When I speak, the fourth wall has now been broken, and you are now part of the mob. But we've kindly given you a do-it-yourself stone-throwing kit. In your program, you'll find a great piece of paper that you get to wad up, and then you choose who you think is guilty of being the alien. You can throw stones at that person, or it's because you're human and don't live in a glass house. Yes, you can throw stones too. It's the girl, I think. It's the girl.
Understand the procedure now? To stop a paper machines, radios, telephones, and lawnmowers. Put them in the darkness for a few hours and sit back and watch the pattern.
And this pattern is always the same?
With a few variations, they pick the most dangerous enemy they can find, and it's themselves. And all we need to do is sit back and watch.
And this Maple Street is not unique?
By no means, their world is full of maple streets, and we'll go from one to the other and let them destroy themselves. One to the other, and one to the other.
pity of it is that these things cannot be confined to the Twilight Zone.
Oh, they're all throwing them at Christy.
You see anything?
The top of some tree branches got knocked down. Looks like something hit that pond. Whatever it is, it'll be under the ice until next spring.
Must have been a meteor or something, probably.
Maybe.
Oh, I better phone it in. That woman who phoned said something about calling out the National Guard. Okay, here we go. This is 11H3A. 11H3A, reporting a checkout.
Go ahead.
Checking out an area over on Hook's Landing. Appears to be some sort of a unidentified flying object. Landed over, looks like it cut off the tops of some trees over here. Went into Tracy's pond in the ice, and we can't see it now.
Marge! Marge!
Oh, hold on. Yeah?
There are footprints up here. Looks like they come up from the pond.
There seems to be some evidence that, we'll call you back.
What's it all about?
We don't know yet.
Come again?
We'll call you back in a little bit.
Okay, Marge. Listen, I got a phone call about bridge being out up there, so we might as well take a look, make sure she's posted and blocked off. Got enough ice jammed up against her to cool the Congo.
Oh, you betcha. Roger it out.
Well, no question about it. Something landed in the pond, came up from it, and went over to that diner.
Well, there's a bus over in front of that diner. You don't suppose it came out of that pond, do ya?
Very funny.
Sorry. Okay, let's leave the car here. I want to be sure that these tracks lead to that diner over there. Let's go and follow them.
Wintry February night in the present. Order of events, a phone call from a frightened woman, notating the arrive with an unidentified flying object. Then the checkout you just witnessed with 2 state troopers verifying the event, but with nothing more enlightening to add beyond evidence of some tracks leading across the highway to a diner. You've heard of trying to find a needle in a haystack? Well, stay with us now, and you'll be part of an investigating team whose mission is not to find that proverbial needle. No, their task is even harder. They've got to find a Martian in a diner. And in just a moment, you'll search with them because you just landed in the Twilight Zone.
Whose bus is this out here?
Oh, that's fine, officer. You got a problem?
Yeah, the bridge up ahead has been declared temporarily impassable. Ice flow stacked up against it. Another pound of weight if we drift one.
Oh, that's rough. Can't go back, can't go forward. There's a slide up there to turn off. Man. Got the whole road blocked.
Yeah, looks like you're kind of rude.
Well, until morning anyway.
Until morning. I've got to be in Boston at 9 a.m.
Well, you better start walking, mister, because as long as that bridge is out, that bus isn't going anywhere. Well, unless, of course, you have dropped you some snowshoes.
So, I might as well get comfortable and get a little hot food in you.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? Get comfortable, get a little hot food in you. Well, that's precious consolation for missing my meeting in Boston. Say, driver, that's a fine bus line you work for there, isn't it? They care so much about their schedules, do they?
You're too tough on them, mister. They don't know much about snow or bridges and what slides off the hillsides. Heck, that's a little bit out of their control.
What do you think?
Well, they were all on that bus together, weren't they?
Hey, what's the trouble? You looking for somebody?
Driver. You got a passenger manifest?
That's a 707 out there. That's a 14-year-old bus. What do you think it is, huh? No, my bus line to haul them across the border if you thought there was some money in it. I don't ask them for their name. We gently kiss them, help them on board. We're glad to have them, with or without names.
Do you know how many people you had?
Yeah, 6, unless one of them bounced out when we hit a bump. I picked up 6, I'm supposed to deliver 6.
Well, nobody fell out. You got 7 here now.
It's funny. I thought I had 6 people.
Now, tell me, was there anybody here before the bus stopped?
No, we haven't seen anyone since 11 this morning. I figured this whole bunch got off the bus.
So, bus driver, how do you account for 7 people here?
Beats me. I guess one of them didn't get off the bus.
Okay. Which one of you wasn't on the bus?
Look, we were all on the bus. What kind of interrogation is this anyways? If we're gonna get grilled, I want to talk to a lawyer.
Oh, love this. First he wants no shoes. Now he wants a lawyer.
No, I don't remember seeing you on the bus.
Well, you know that's because I don't remember seeing you on that bus either. That makes one of us liar, don't it?
Look, this is preposterous. What difference does it make who was on the bus or who wasn't? Whether there were 6 or 7 or 120? Look, is this a diner or a Gestapo headquarters?
Hey, take it easy, mister.
Say, what's it all about?
Did you hear anything fly over here tonight?
Fly over here? No, I haven't heard anything.
We got a call about 2 hours ago. Woman said she heard something fly over and then come down.
Fly over here?
Yeah.
From where?
From up there. An unidentified flying object.
Unidentified flying object? Nothing's come down from up there except snow. It's all I've seen for 14 hours. Snow.
Say, where'd she say it came down?
She said it came down close to here.
Look, something did land in that pond, left a trail of broken branches. We followed its tracks.
To where?
To here!
You mean to tell me something landed in Tracy's pond and then came in here?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Well, that's crazy. I haven't seen anything for 14 hours. Nothing except,
Except me and my passenger, 6 people. That means someone
George?
here is-
I don't like this.
Easy, honey. Easy, I got you.
Now listen, let me get this straight. You're trying to tell us that one of us in here landed in a flying saucer or something and then came in here?
Came in here with us.
Oh, she's just really scared about this now.
But you know, it's just not possible. We wouldn't have seen who came in.
Well, not necessarily. Now it's snowing and dark. And when we climbed off that bus, we walked in with our eyes closed to get out of the snow. Anyone could have come in with us and we wouldn't have noticed.
Now you were all on the bus together. You would have known who the other passengers were.
Well, it ain't necessarily so. It was snowing up there when we rode in at Hook's Landing. It's the truth. I don't know who got on.
She's just like science fiction, that's what she is. 6 humans and 1 monster from outer space. You wouldn't happen to have mine in the back of your head, would you?
Why you offensive? You know that?
Officer, what are you going to do now?
Well, now, miss, this ain't exactly par for our course either, you know? I mean, we get a lot of nutty assignments in this neck of the woods, but this one, it's a doozy, it's a doozy.
Well, I have an idea. You should pair off the couples. Since it's only one person that doesn't belong, eliminate the couples.
Well, then cross us off. We're exonerated. We're human.
Us too, my wife and I. We're in the clear. What's wrong, Connie?
Well, I could have sworn you had a mole on your chin, George.
A mole, Connie? I've never had a mole on my chin.
Now listen here. I can tell you what's going to happen. Everybody and his brother's going to get all petty and start picking up on invisible clues from everybody else. This is just absolute nonsense.
Entonces, ¿cómo se que puedes tú eres una
Well, excuse me. We've been best friends for 23 years. I appreciate it if you'd stop looking at me like I put this face on as part of a costume.
I love this. She don't know who she is. She don't know who she is. We don't know who she is. This little sucker over here, he's the most suspicious one of us.
Say, you got a back door to this place?
Sure, why?
Well, now go back there and lock it.
Look, it's already locked. If that certain somebody really is from outer space, why, they'll just go through the wall anyhow.
You better check them for wings. Check them for wings. Look under their coat.
Grandpa?
I do. You know, but I left you down in the pond. In the spaceship.
Okay. Well, who won the World Series race last year?
What is this? Some sort of prolonged practical joke or something?
No, I get it. Pittsburgh Pirates took it 4 out of 7 from the New York Yankees. They're sharp boys, real sharp boys. You didn't figure us Martians know much about your great American pastime, did you? Huh?
Now, do you have any identification, miss?
No, I don't. I left it in my wallet, and I packed it in my suitcase, and it was shipped on ahead.
What's your name, miss?
My name is Ethel McConnell. I'm a professional dancer.
Ooh, check her legs, count those legs, count her legs.
She was on the bus.
Well, now, how do you know that?
Well, she's the only one I noticed.
Thank you.
Well, now who noticed him? Now we know you're the one that's driving that bus. Ain't nobody been exonerated yet. That's for
Hey,
sure.
look, let's put a stop to this right now. We'll all show our identifications and just put an end to it. This is just ridiculous.
Well, then how do you explain the extra person in this room?
Oh, easy. The driver's mistaken. 7 people got on the bus. He thought there were only 6.
Well, now, is that possible?
No, it can't happen. And I counted before we took off. I had 6 people on the bus.
Well, now, miss, better settle down. Okay, we'll all laugh about this in the morning, I'm sure, but until then, everybody just stay back where you are.
I never got a ball my shit. Never.
Where are the troopers? Oh, what's that? Oh, they stepped outside. It stopped snowing. Say, Haley, that wasn't your gag about the jukebox starting up like that, was it?
Oh, no, I'm strictly short orders and pay your taxes. I don't know a thing about science fiction. Jukebox is a jukebox. That thing wants to start up on its own. You'll have to talk to electrical engineer.
Take me to your leader. Take me to your leader.
Fine, everything.
No, but we took a look at the bridge.
Yeah, it's holding up pretty well.
I don't like that bridge. I don't like that sucker. It's not bad. Well, I don't trust it either.
Wow, thank goodness we need to concern ourselves with your judgment. If that bridge gets a clean bill of health, we'll drive right across it, won't you?
Well, look at here, mister. You may be a big shot in Boston. When it comes to buses and bridges, I've got seniority. And that bridge is so old that you say, what's the lights go out like that?
You're in power.
I wish you were where it is. We're playing their cards right now.
Oh, I'm scared what's going on. Why can't they keep jumping here like this?
Okay, ma'am. The reason we can't jump in here like this is because we're kids in the closet here, okay? Nobody knows what's going on. Now, if something did land in Tracy's pond, and that something did come in here, I think it'd be a real healthy idea if we pinpointed that particular person and kept him or her from leaving.
That's a good idea. Maybe they're invisible. But maybe they're playing around, cat and mouse.
That's childish nonsense.
Well, now, it's the best explanation I've heard. But what I want to know is, what if this thing never shows itself? What are we supposed to do? Sit around here all night, holding her breath? Come on, let's see it up. She likes to breathe.
Well, now, somebody was asking me.
Look, no one did ask you, Grandpa, and no one will.
Oh, why don't you just leave them alone?
Who invited you into this?
Well, I realize we were waiting for invitations. But you know, you got us this big idea of bossing people around.
Hold on now, listen, it's hard enough for all of us sitting around here without getting a
Now, the phone is ringing, everybody just calm down a little bit. Yeah, hello? Oh, hi, Joe. How you doing? Oh, yeah, it's fine, yeah. Yeah, you can say. Oh, huh? Oh, right. Okay, the bridge is okay.
All right. It's about time. Shall we get this show on the road?
What do you think, Perry?
Well, we can't hold them.
Well, Boston, you're making a big mistake. Big mistake. You're gonna let that monster get out of here.
Very well may be, old man. Very well may be. But you can't hold someone on suspicion of being a monster.
Regulations.
You can roll any time, driver.
All right, but are you sure about that bridge? I don't like that sucker. She sways in the wind and she's not a suspension.
Now, that was the county engineer on the phone. He said he checked it out and the bridge is passable and it's okay. Now look, we'll go on ahead first. Everybody else out.
Goodbye, officer.
Now y'all come back out here. That is all but one of you. Good night now. How many you come there?
Well, I got 7.
That's right, 7.
Hey, I'll bet by the time we get to Boston, there'll be 17 of us.
Get you something.
Oh yeah, coffee, black.
Say, did you go out on that bus tonight?
Oh yeah, I went out on that bus. You know something? That bridge wasn't safe. It collapsed. The state police car, the bus, everything. Plunked right into the river. It was a terrible scene. No one got out.
Except you.
Except me. Lucky, I guess.
Very lucky. But
But what?
you're not wet.
Wet? What's wet?
What do you mean, what's wet? You fell into the river, did you? Your clothes are all dry.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Just an illusion, that's all. Like that jukebox playing over there. That's an illusion too. Or that telephone ringing. Just an illusion. Just a parlor trick.
What are you, some kind of magician?
Who, me? Hardly.
Oh.
Now, before you go and faint dead away, I ought to explain that the name's not Ross, and I'm not even going to bother. Cigarettes, you call them? They taste wonderful. Yeah, they got a thing like them on Mars. That's incidentally where I come from. You see, we're beginning to colonize. My friends, they'll be arriving shortly. You know, I think we're really going to like it here. So pleasant, so remote, so off the beaten track. Yeah, so while we're waiting, how about a little what you call music?
Oh, I don't mind. You see, Mr. Ross, my name isn't Haley. And I gotta tell you, I believe this is a wonderful place to colonize. You see, we folks on Venus had that idea several years ago. So I think I ought to tell you, your friends are not coming. They've been intercepted. Oh, a colony is coming all right, only it's coming from Venus. And if you're still alive, I think you'll see how we differ. And I agree with what you call music. Why don't you play some?
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,
Incident on a small island, to be believed or disbelieved. However, if a sour-faced dandy named Ross, or a big good-natured counterman who handles a spatula as if he'd been born with one in his mouth, if either of these two entities walk onto your premises, you better hold their hands, all three of them, or check the color of their eyes, all three of them. The gentleman in question might try to pull you into the Twilight Zone. for the children and the bell of an ice cream vendor. At the sound of the roar and the flash of light, it will be precisely 6:43 p.m. on Maple Street.
Whoa, what was that, a meteor?
That's what it looked like, but did you hear any crash? You?
I didn't hear anything but a roar.
Steve, what was that?
Guess it was a meteor, honey. Came awful close, didn't it?
Oh, too close for my money, much too close.
This is Maple Street on a late Saturday afternoon. Maple Street, in the last calm and reflective moment before the monsters came.
Operator, I can't get anyone on the phone. Operator! Steve, the power went out. I have soup on the stove, and the stove stopped working. And I've got problems over here, the phone, I can't get anyone on the phone. The electricity's out.
Can't get anything on the radio.
The phone is dead.
I'll come to the backyard and see if the power's still on 4th Street. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, this doesn't make any sense. Why would the power go out all of a sudden? They had a phone line.
Must be some kind of an electrical storm or something.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't cut any ice. Even look at the sky. It's as blue as ever. No clouds, no lightning, no thunder, nothing. How can there be a storm?
I can't get anything on the radio, not even the portable.
Steve, why don't you go downtown and check with the police? You know, they'll probably think we're crazy or something. I mean, one little power failure, we get all flustered and everything. But,
Well,
yeah.
it can't be a power failure, Charlie. If it was, we'd still be able to get something on the portable. Well, why don't we go downtown and check it out?
Yeah, you go down.
Okay, let me take the car. I'll be right back. I don't know what's wrong. It won't start. It's working fine before.
Wasn't enough gas?
No, I just filled it up.
What's it mean?
I don't know.
It's just everything, it's stopped. We better go downtown. Come on, let's go.
That's a good idea. I guess we'll walk downtown, Charlie. Let's you and me go.
Mr. Brandt!
What?
You better not.
Why not?
They don't want you to.
Who doesn't want us to?
Them.
Them?
Who are them?
Whoever was in that thing that came by overhead.
What?
Whoever was in that thing that came over. I don't think they want us to leave here.
What do you mean by that? What are you talking about?
They don't want us to leave. That's why they shut everything off.
What makes you say that? Where'd you get that kind of an idea?
Isn't that the craziest thing you ever heard? Oh my goodness. It's true. It's always that way. In every story I've ever read about a spaceship landing from outer space. From outer space, yes. But now you better get that girl of yours to bed. She's read too many comics. She's seen too many movies.
It's okay, Tammy. We'll be right back. You'll see. It wasn't a ship or anything. It was a meteor. I'm sure it had something to do with the power failure. I mean, meteors can do that. Oh, like sunspots.
Yeah, that's it. Sunspot.
Yeah.
You know, those things they can have radio reception all over the world.
Yep.
Now with being so close, there's no telling what all kinds of stuff it could have done.
Yep.
Charlie, I think you're right. You and Steve better go downtown and see
Yeah.
if that's not what's causing all this
Yep.
stuff.
Come on, Charlie. Let's go downtown.
Mr. Brandt, please don't go.
Why not?
You might not even be able to get to town.
Why not?
Well, it was that way in the story. Nobody could leave. Nobody except,
Nobody except who?
well, except the people they sent down ahead of them. And they looked just like humans, but they weren't. And it wasn't until the ship landed that.
That kid shouldn't talk that way. We shouldn't sit here listening. Boy, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. She sits here and tells us the plot to a comic book, and we sit here listening?
Now wait a minute, Tammy. What kind of story was that? What about the people they sent out ahead?
They sent 4 people to prepare for the landing. A mother, father, and 2 kids. And they looked just like humans, but they weren't.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I guess we better check around the neighborhood and see which one of us is really human.
Oh, what are we gonna do, stand around making bum jokes about this? No. Wonder if Floral Street's got the same business we've got.
I don't know.
Did Pete Van Horn get back? Has anybody seen Pete?
I don't know. I haven't seen Pete.
No dice.
Your car should be running, nobody else is doing it.
I don't understand it. I tried to start it. It wouldn't start. You saw me. All of you saw me.
Well, maybe you better tell us what's going on. Because there ain't nothing working on the street. No power, no lights, no radio, nothing except one car. Yours.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's not be So I got a car that starts by itself. That's a freak thing. I admit it. But does that make me some sort of criminal or something? I don't know why the car started. It's Josh.
Hey, Les, we're all on a monster kick here. I don't know, it just seems the general opinion is that one family here is not what we think they are. Monsters from outer space, aliens from another dimension. Now, do any of you all know anybody that fits that description here on Maple Street?
What is this? Gag or something? Or practical joke or something? Now that's supposed to incriminate me, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Life
it
goes
is.
on and on. That really doesn't bring people, does it? Look,
Yes.
we've lived here for 5 years in this very house. You know me. You know all of us.
Yeah,
We're
come
not
on.
different than you.
Yeah.
Come
We're
on.
not different at all. This whole thing is just weird.
Well, if that's the case, let's move it, then explain why.
Now,
Explain
let's forget it.
No, forget it. Let him talk. Explain what?
Well, sometimes I go to bed late at night. And a couple of times I come out on my front porch and I've seen Mr. Goodman here standing out in front of his house in the wee hours of the morning looking up at the sky. That's right, looking up at the sky. And he was waiting for something, as if he was looking for something.
Okay, hold on. What? Wait. This is for laughs, really. But you want to know what I'm guilty of?
This is serious.
I'm guilty of insomnia.
Come on now.
It's insomnia.
So what's the penalty for insomnia, huh? I said it was insomnia.
No, it can't be.
I said it was insomnia.
No, it's not.
I said it was You're sick people, you know that? All of you, you're sick. You don't even know what you're starting here. Let me tell you. What you're letting begin here that should frighten you the most. What you're letting start here is a nightmare.
Ooh, Bubba got mad.
Well, it just doesn't seem right standing over watch like this, over less. I mean, Stigman's been our friend for years. Ethel is my best friend.
That don't prove a thing, no. Anybody that stand out early in the morning looking up at the early morning sky like that, well, there's something wrong with that kind of person. There's something that ain't legitimate. Maybe under normal circumstances, but these ain't normal circumstances. Look up and down the block. It's as dark as hell out there. It's like we're going back to the dark ages or something.
Now stay right where you are, Steve. Stay right there. Now, we don't want any trouble, but if anyone else has put on this porch, that's exactly what they're gonna get. Trouble. Look, I've already explained myself to you people. I don't sleep very well at night sometimes. I wake up, I go for a walk, I look at the stars.
Exactly what he does. When his soul needs, his soul cannot come.
It is. This is some kind of madness.
Yeah. Well, you better watch who you're seen with, Steve, until we get this whole mess straightened out. You're not above suspicion yourself.
Or you, Charlie, or anybody else on the block, I guess, from age 8 on up.
Well, I want to know is, what are we going to do now? I mean, are we just going to stand around here doing nothing?
There's nothing we can do. They'll tip their hand, they've got to.
There's something you can do, Charlie. You can keep your mouth shut. Quit strutting around here like some self-appointed hanging judge. What you need to do is get home, crawl up into bed, and forget about it.
Well, you sound pretty anxious for that to happen, don't you, Steve? Well, maybe somebody ought to keep an eye on you, too.
Yeah, now, Steve, it might as well to come out now. You know, your wife's been doing plenty of talking lately about how odd you are.
What?
Go ahead, Don. Tell us what she said.
Yeah, what'd she say? What'd she say? Let's get it all out in the open. Let's pick out every idiosyncrasy of every man, woman, and child on the block.
Steve, you don't need to get so upset.
No.
It's just that Myra has said there's been plenty of nights you spent hours down in that basement working on some radio or something. We ain't none of us seen that radio.
What are you working on down there? What kind of radio you got? I haven't seen it. None of us here have ever seen it. Who do you talk to on that radio, huh? Who talks to you on that radio?
Hey, Charlie, when did you get so dense all of a sudden? Who do I talk to? I talk to monsters from outer space. I talk to little green men with 3 heads that come over in what looks like a meteor.
Steve, stop it! Stop it! It's a ham radio! I bought him a book on it for Christmas. Everybody has one. It's a ham radio! Look, it's right down in the basement. I will show it to you.
You will not. You want to come in my house, you can get a search warrant.
You can't afford it.
Don't tell me what I can afford, Charlie. And don't tell me who's dangerous and who's not. And don't tell me who's a menace and who's safe. And the rest of you, you're all in this with it. Everybody looking for somebody to crucify, looking for a scapegoat, pointing a finger at a neighbor. Well, I'll tell you what, friends. What's going to happen is we're going to eat each other up alive.
That's not the only thing that's going to happen, Steve.
It's the monster!
Alright, give me that! Have you people gone crazy? Good God, what's a rifle gonna do against them?
Talk us right in there, Steve. You'd like when you read me walk right on the top of us. Well, some of us won't do
Give me that! Give me that rifle! What have you done, Charlie?
I'll cover you.
Oh my God! It's Pete Van Horn!
You killed him dead!
No, I didn't. I didn't know who it was. I swear to you, I didn't know who it was. He just came walking out in the darkness. How was I supposed to know he was? Steve, you know why, Sean. It was just some kind of monster. Why? I didn't know he wasn't a monster. We're all scared of the same thing. We really are. I just tried to protect my home. I was trying to protect my home.
Sure.
How was I supposed to know it was somebody we knew? I didn't.
Charlie! The lights went out in your house! Why did the lights go on in your house?
No, I don't. No.
What do you think this is, some kind of gag, Charlie? There's a dead man on the sidewalk and you killed him. Does that look like a gag to you?
No, it's not. No, please, no.
It must be him!
I didn't do it, but I do know who did do it. I know who the monster is. I know who it is. It's the girl.
It's the one who knew! She was your only one! She told us all about it! How did she know? Who told her?
Quit, please!
It was the kid here who knew what was going to happen the whole time. She was the one who knew!
What have you gone crazy?
Now, I've broken the fourth wall, so you are all part of the mob now. But we've kindly given you in your program a kit to make your own stone. your own rock to throw at whomever you feel is guilty, whom you think is the alien, whom you think doesn't belong here, or because we're just human and we don't live in glass houses. Where's the kid? Let's get her!
Go, John. Throw your rock.
Understand the procedure now? To stop a few of the machines, radios, telephones, and lawnmowers, put them in the darkness for a few hours, and sit back and watch the pattern.
And this pattern is always the same?
With a few variations, they pick the most dangerous enemy they can find, and it's themselves. And all we need to do is sit back and watch.
And this Maple Street is not unique?
By no means. The world is full of Maple Streets, and we'll go from one to the other and let them destroy themselves. One to the other, one to the other, and one to the other.
The tools of conquest do not necessarily come with bombs and explosions and fallout. There are weapons that are simply thoughts, attitudes, prejudices, to be found only in the minds of men. For the record, prejudices can kill, and suspicion can destroy, and a thoughtless, frightened search for a scapegoat has a fall all of its own, for the children and the children yet unborn. And the pity of it is that these things cannot be confined to the Twilight Zone.
Try and speak as clearly as you possibly can. because we couldn't hear several of you. Tyler very graciously said he was one of them because he saw himself on the video. And he's got other friends here tonight that are doing more video. He will be videotaping every night, okay? So then he will compile it and put it together for you. I don't know where Veronica went. She's trying to catch her family. We all post on some time. Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, but you know, you guys carried through. We had a couple little kinks, but everything worked well. So don't worry about it, okay? And we'll go from there. Did anybody have any problems last night we need to remedy or take care of? Okay, Emma, you are going to make sure you wash those plates so we don't get past botulism? Yeah. Okay. Okay, good, because that's fine, wherever you want to wash it. You don't want to get anyone sick. Yeah. Okay, do we have enough food or do we need to buy more? Do I need to buy more?
No, we have. I think we have.
We have enough?
Yeah, I ran out of bread today, but we had enough for tonight and all that.
Well, I can buy some bread.
But it is healthy. I'll order coffee, you know, this bread for everybody.
This guy himself.
I got an extra. All right, guys, is Veronica with us? Okay, he's done. Okay, guys, have a good show tonight. Really, you have to constantly think backstage, remember what your cues are. Even though you're actors, you can't fully lose yourself in the production. You have to remember what your next line is and everything else. So please be careful about slamming the doors. Make sure you turn off all the lights. And other than that, just go out there, enjoy yourself. Yeah, right? Okay. As soon as you finish, don't stand here on stage. Run as fast as you can out that way and go out there and greet the audience like we always have done. You want to go bananas? Yeah. All right. Go, bananas. Yeah. Ready? Okay. Four banana. Four banana. Four banana.
tops of the trees have been knocked down. Looks like something hit that pond. Whatever it is, it'll be under the ice until next spring.
Must have been a meteor or something, probably.
Maybe.
Well, I better check in. That woman who phoned said something about calling out the National Guard. Okay, here we go. This is 11H3A. 11H3A reporting a checkout.
Go ahead.
Checking out a report of an unidentified flying object over here in the area of Hook's Landing. Appears to have cut off the tops of some trees. Landed over in the ice at Tracy's Pond, and we can't see it now.
Marge!
Oh,
Hey.
hold on. Yeah?
There are some footprints over here. Looks like they come up from the pond.
Oh dear. There seems to be some evidence that, we'll call you back.
Hey, what's it all about?
We don't know yet.
Come again?
We'll call you back in a little bit.
Okay then, Marge. Say, listen, we got some calls at the bridge going out up there. When you get a chance going up, take a look, make sure she's posted and blocked off. Okay, they got enough ice jammed up there to cool the combo.
Roger, note.
All right, well, no question about it. Something came up from that pond and went over to that diner.
Hey, there's a bus in front of that diner. You don't suppose it came out into that pond, do ya? Well, I'm joking with you.
Oh, okay. Very funny.
Okay. Well, let's leave the car here and follow these tracks. I want to be sure that they lead to the diner.
Wintering February night in the present. Order of events, phone call from a frightened woman, notating the arrival of an unidentified flying object. Then the checkout you just witnessed with 2 state troopers verifying the event, but with nothing more enlightening to add beyond evidence of some tracks leading across the highway to the diner. You heard of trying to find a needle in a haystack? Well, stay with us now and you'll be part of an investigating team, whose mission is not to find that proverbial needle. No, their task is even harder. They've got to find a Martian in a diner. And in just a moment, you'll search with him because he just landed in the Twilight Zone.
Whose bus is this out here?
Oh, that's mine, officer. We have a problem?
Yeah, the bridge up ahead has been declared temporarily impassable. Ice flow stacked up against it. Another pound of weight and it could be driftwood.
Oh, man, that's rough. Can't turn around, can't go back. There's a slide up there at the turnoff. It's got the whole road blocked.
Looks like you're kind of marooned.
Well, until morning anyway.
Yeah.
Until morning. Well, I've got to be in Boston at 9 a.m.
Well, you better start walking, mister, because as long as that bridge is bad, that bus is staying right where it's at. Unless, of course, you have to knock some snowshoes.
So, you might as well get comfortable and get a little hot food in you.
Oh, that's fine, isn't it? Get comfortable, get a little hot food in you. Well, that's precious consolation for missing my meeting in Boston. Say, driver, that's a fine bus line you work for there, isn't it?
Well,
Care
yeah.
so much about their schedules, do they?
Don't be too hard on them, huh? You don't know that much about snow and bridges and what slides off the sides of mountains. It's out of their control.
What do you think?
They were all in that bus together, weren't they?
Say, what's the trouble? You looking for somebody?
Roger,
Yeah.
you got a passenger manifest?
What do you think that is out there, a 707? Ma'am, that's a 14-year-old bus and times are slow. My boss would haul them across the border if he thought there was money in it. No, we don't ask them for their names. We gently kiss them, help them on board. What do we have names? Glad to have them.
Well, do you know how many you did have?
Yeah, 6, unless one of them fell out when we hit a bump. I picked up 6, I'm supposed to deliver 6.
Well, nobody fell out.
There was no one in here when we got here.
Well, then how do you account for 7 people?
That beats me. I guess one of them didn't get off the bus.
Okay, which one of you wasn't on the bus?
Yeah, which one is?
Look, we were all on the bus. What kind of interrogation is this anyways? Is this a diner or a stopover?
Say, take it easy, mister. What's this all about?
Have you, heard anything fly over here tonight?
Fly over here? Nope, I haven't heard anything.
Well, we got a call about 2 hours ago. This woman said she heard something fly over and then come down.
Fly over here? From where?
From up there. An unidentified flying object.
Unidentified flying object? Nothing's come down from up there except snow. That's all I've seen for 14 hours. Snow. Say, where'd you say it came down?
Well, she said it came down close to here.
Yeah, look, now something did land over in Tracy's pond. Left a trail of broken branches before it hit. We followed tracks leading away from it.
To where?
To here!
You're telling me something landed in Tracy's pond and then came in here?
Yeah, you betcha.
Oh, that's crazy. I haven't seen anything since 11 this morning. Nothing except...
Except me and my passengers being 6 people. Hey. Need someone here.
George, I don't like this.
I got you, honey.
Now listen, let me get this straight. Now you're trying to tell us that one of us in here landed in a flying saucer or something, and then came in here?
You betcha. Came in here with us.
Timmy Hope? Timmy Hope? Timmy Hope? She's just very scared. You're freaking her out over here.
Well, you know, this just isn't possible. We would have seen him walk in.
Well, not necessarily now. It's snowing and cold and dark. When we climbed out of that bus, we came in with our eyes closed. Anyone could have come in with us and we wouldn't have noticed.
Now, you were all on that bus together. You didn't know who the other passengers were.
No, it didn't cut any ice. We loaded in the snow at Hook's Landing. Tell you the truth, I don't know who got on the bus.
I love it. It's just like science fiction. Regular Ray Brad. 6 humans, 1 monster. Outer space. You wouldn't happen to have an eye in the back of your head, would you?
I find you insulting, you know that?
What are you going to do now, officer?
Well, now look, lady, this isn't exactly par for our course either. I mean, we get a lot of night assignments in this area, but this one, this is a doozy.
Well, I have an idea. You pair off the couples. Since it's just one person that doesn't belong, eliminate the couples.
Oh, they crossed us off. We're exonerated. We're 2 of the humans.
That's good. Me and my wife are in the clear. What's wrong?
Well, I could have sworn you had a mole on your chin, George.
A mole on my chin? Connie, I never had a mole on my chin.
Now listen here. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Everybody and your brother's going to get all panicky and start picking up on invisible clues from everybody else. This is just absolute nonsense.
Entonces, ¿cómo se ve todo esto y eso?
Well, excuse me. We've been friends for 23 years. You ought to know me by now. I didn't put this face on as part of a costume. Thank you very much.
That's just crazy. She don't know who she is. He don't know who she is. We don't know who she is. This lemon sucker here, he's the most suspicious one of the bunch.
Hey, you got a back door to this place?
Sure. Why?
Well, now go back there and lock it.
Well, it's already locked. That certain somebody really is from outer space, why they'll just come through the walls anyhow.
Well, in that case, better check them for wings. Check them for wings. Look under their coats.
You got that identification, Grandpa?
I do. But you know what? I left it down in the pond. In my spaceship.
Well, can you tell me who won the World Series race last year?
Look, what is this? Some sort of prolonged practical joke or something?
Oh, I get it, I get it. Pittsburgh Pirates took 4 out of 7 from the New York Yankees. They're sharp boys, real sharp boys. Bet you didn't figure us Martians to know much about your great American pastime, did you? Huh? Huh?
Well, now, you have that education, miss?
No. I don't. I left it in my suitcase, and it was shipped on ahead.
What's your name, miss?
My name is Ethel McConnell. I'm a professional dancer.
Many legs. How many legs? Count those legs.
I'm gonna tell you, Grandpa.
No, she was on the bus.
Well, now, how do you know that?
Well, she's the only one I know. What? You noticed him? How do we know you're the same one driving the bus? Ain't nobody been exonerated yet.
Look, let's put a stop to this thing right now. We'll all show our identifications and put a stop to this. This is nonsense.
Well then, how do you explain the extra person in here?
Simple. The driver's mistaken.
No.
He thought 6 people got on the bus, but there were really 7.
Is that possible?
No, no way, I counted before we loaded out, there are 6 people.
Well, now, miss? Calm down a bit, okay? I'm sure we'll all laugh about this in the morning, but until then, everybody just stay right where you are.
Where are the troopers?
Well, what? Oh, let's step outside. Stop snowing. Say, Haley. Hey, that wasn't your gag about the jukebox starting up like that, was it?
Oh, no, I'm strictly short orders and pay your taxes. I don't know anything about science fiction. Jukebox is a jukebox. If that thing wants to start up on its own, you can go talk to an electrical engineer.
Let's start.
Right.
Take me to your leader! Take me to your leader!
Find anything?
No, but we took a look at the bridge.
Holding up pretty well. What do you think about that bridge?
Well, the bridge is something I don't like. I don't like that sucker at all. And what's more, I don't trust it.
God, thank goodness we need to concern ourselves with your judgment. If that bridge gets a clean bill of health, you'll just drive right across it, won't you?
Listen here, mister, you may be a big shot in Boston. When it comes to buses and bridges, I've got seniority. And that bridge is so old that just anything that
Why did the lights come out like that? We may be losing power.
Okay. I wish whoever it was would play their cards right now.
What's going on? What's the point of us staying picked up in here like this?
The point is, miss, we're all kids in the closet here. Nobody knows what's going on. Now, if something did land in Tracy's pond, and that something did come in here, I think it'd be a real healthy idea if we pinpointed that particular person and kept him or her from leaving.
Now, that's a good idea. You know, they may be invisible. They may be playing games, cat and mouse.
That's childish nonsense.
Well, now, it's the best explanation I've heard. But what are we supposed to do if this thing never shows itself? What are we supposed to do? Sit here holding our breath all night? Come on, let's hit this off. She likes to breathe. That's
Well, if somebody was to ask me,
Look, no one did ask you, Grandpa, and no one will.
Oh, why don't you just leave him alone?
Who invited you into this?
Well, I didn't realize you were sending out invitations. But you know, you have got this big way of bossing people around.
It's hard enough, all of us sitting around here without getting
Hello? Oh, hey, Joe. Oh, yeah, everything's fine. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, you betcha. You betcha. Okay, thanks, Joe. Thanks a lot. Okay, the bridge is okay. Oh, there you go.
It's about time. Shall we get going?
What do you think, Perry?
We can't hold him.
And now, officer, you could be making a big mistake here. Big mistake. You're gonna let that monster out.
Very well may be, old man. Very well may be. But you can't hold someone on suspicion of being a monster. You
Regulations.
can roll him anytime.
Are you sure about that, Rich? I don't like that sucker. No, it swings in the wind and it's not a suspension.
Hey, no, that was the county engineer on the phone. He checked it all out and he said it's okay and passable. Now look, we'll go on ahead first and cross the bridge. Everybody else out.
Pay your bills over here, folks. Come on up. That's all night. 14 cups of coffee? Dog it. Thanks. Now y'all come back now, you hear? All but one of you, that is. Thank you, ma'am. There you go. Oh my. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Oh, thank you. All right. Good night. Godspeed.
Well, I counted 7.
That's right, 7.
You know what? I bet by the time we get Boston, there'll be 17 of us.
I'll see you in the morning. Something for you.
Yeah, coffee, black.
Right. Coffee. Black. Say, didn't I see you go out on that bus earlier?
Oh, indeed. I went out on that bus. And you know something? That bridge wasn't safe. Collapsed. The state police car, the bus, everything. Plunk. Right into the river. It was a terrible scene. No one got out.
Except you.
Except me. Lucky, I guess.
Yeah, very lucky. But
What?
but you're not wet.
Wet? What's wet?
What do you mean, what's wet? You fell into the river, but your clothes are all dry.
Just an illusion, that's all. Like that jukebox playing over there. That's an illusion too. Or that telephone ringing. That's an illusion too.
What are you? Some kind of magician?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hardly.
Oh!
Now, before you go and plan a getaway, I ought to explain that the name's not really Ross. And I'm not going to Boston either. You see, I was sent here as kind of an advanced scout. These cigarettes, you call them? They taste wonderful. Haven't got a thing like them on Mars. That's incidentally where I come from. You see, my friends, they'll be arriving shortly, and I think they're really gonna like it here. So pleasant, so remote, so off the beaten track. Say, Haley, while we wait, how about you play a little, what you call music?
Oh, I don't mind. I've got some time myself. You see, Mr. Ross, my name isn't Haley. And I agree with you, this is a wonderful place to colonize. We folks on Venus had that idea several years ago, so I think I ought to tell you and your friends are not coming. Oh, they've been intercepted. Colony's coming all right. It's coming from Venus. And if you're still alive, I think you'll see how we differ. Now, I do agree with what you call music. Why don't you play some?
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,
Incident on a small island, to be believed or disbelieved. However, if a sour-faced dandy named Ross, or a big good-natured counterman who handles a spatula as if he'd been born with one in his mouth, if either of these two entities walk onto your premises, you better hold their hands, all three of them, or check the color of their eyes, all three of them. The gentleman in question might try to pull you into the Twilight Zone.
I didn't hear any crash, did you?
I didn't hear anything meteor, honey. It came awful close, didn't it?
Well, too close for my money. Much too close.
This is Maple Street on a late Saturday afternoon. Maple Street, in the last calm and reflective moment before the monsters came.
Operator! Operator! I can't get anyone on the phone! Operator! Steve! The power went out. I have soup on the stove, and the stove stopped working. I've got problems over here. I can't get anyone on the phone. The electricity's out.
Can't get a thing on the radio.
And the motor's dead.
I'll come to the backyard and check if the power's still on Floral Street.
All right, go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Steve, well, this doesn't make any sense. Why would the power go out all of a sudden and the phone line?
Well, maybe it was some sort of an electrical storm or something.
No, that doesn't cut it. I mean, the sky's as blue as ever. No clouds, no thunder, no lightning, no storm. How can it be a storm?
I can't get anything on the radio, not even a portable.
Why don't you go downtown and check with the police? Well, they'll probably think we're crazy or something. I mean, one little power failure, we get all flustered and everything.
Well, it can't just be a power failure, Charlie. If it was, we'd still be able to get something on the portable. I'll tell you what, though. I'm going to run downtown and check this out. I'll be right back.
Go, just calm down.
I don't understand. It was working fine before.
Was it out of gas?
No, I just filled it up.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Well, it's just everything is stopped. Well, we better go downtown. Let's come on, Steve.
Well, yeah, let's you and I go, Charlie, but it can't be a meteor. A meteor couldn't do this.
Mr. Brown,
What?
you better not.
Why not?
Well, they don't want you to.
Who doesn't want us to?
Them.
Them?
Who's them?
Whoever was in that thing that came by overhead. I don't think they want us to leave here.
Now, what do you mean by that? What are you talking about?
Well, they don't want us to leave. That's why they shut everything off.
Now, why do you say that? What gave you that idea?
Now, isn't that the craziest thing you ever heard? It's always that way. In every story I've ever read about a spaceship landing from outer space. From outer space? Yeah. Sal, you better get that further. You better read comics or read movies or something. My God.
Hey, it's okay, Tammy. We'll be right back, I promise. It wasn't a ship or anything. It was a meteor. I mean, I'm sure it had something to do with the power failure, but meteors can do that kind of thing. Well, like sunspots.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Because, see, you know, they were kind of radio reception all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
Iron being so close, there's no telling what it could have done.
Right there.
I think that's right, Charlie. You ought to go downtown and see if that's not what's causing.
We will. We'll be right back. Let's go.
Mr. Brand, please don't go.
Why?
You might not even be able to get to town. It was that way in the story. Nobody can leave. Nobody except...
Nobody but who?
No, except the people they sent out ahead of them. And they looked just like humans, but they weren't. And it wasn't until the ship landed that...
The kid shouldn't talk that way. We shouldn't stand here listening. Well, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. The kid tells us to come with blood. We sit here listening.
Now, wait a minute. Tammy. What kind of story was this? What about the people they sent down ahead?
Well, they sent 4 people to prepare for the landing. A mother, a father, and 2 kids. And they looked just like humans. But they weren't.
Well, I guess what we ought to do is run a check on the neighborhood. See which one of us are not human.
Oh, what are we going to do? Stand around making bum jokes about this?
Oh, Charlie, come on.
Floral Street's got the same business we got. Did Pete Van Horn get back yet? Has anybody seen him?
I haven't seen
Can we let it start in class?
No dice. Well, you better start telling me, because everything's not working. No power, no lights, no radio, nothing on this block's working except one car. Yours!
Okay, so I've got a car that starts by itself. That's a freak thing, I admit it. But that make me some sort of trouble or something? I don't know why the car starts, it just does.
Now, wait. We're all on monster kick. I don't know. The general opinion is that one family here is not what we think they are. Monsters from outer space. Aliens from the vast beyond. Now, if you know anybody that resembles that here on Maple Street, really, come on.
What is it, a gag or something? A practical joke or something?
Come
on, that really doesn't. That's supposed to incriminate you, right? Light goes on and off, and that really does it for you people. Look, we've lived here for 5 years in this very house. You know me, all of you know me. We're no different from any of you, really. We're no different at all.
That's right.
This whole thing, it's just weird.
Well, if that's the case, let's go ahead and explain why.
No, now, let's forget it.
Explain what?
Well, it's just that sometimes I go to bed late at night. And a couple of times I've come out of my front porch and I've seen Mr. Goodman here standing out in front of his house, looking up at the sky in the wee hours of the morning. That's right, looking up at the sky. He was looking for something, as if he was waiting for something.
Okay. This is for laughs, really, but you want to know what I'm guilty of?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
I'm guilty of insomnia. Okay, and now what's the penalty for insomnia? I said it was insomnia. I said it was insomnia.
No, it's not going to be that. There's no way that.
I said it was insomnia.
Come on.
Calm down. You're sick. You don't even know what you're starting here. Let me tell you, what you're letting begin here, with God as my witness, that should frighten you the most, what you're letting start here is a nightmare.
Come on, let's go.
Well, it just doesn't seem right standing watch like this. I mean, Les Goodman's our friend. We've been neighbors for 5 years. Ethel is my best friend.
That don't prove a thing. No, anybody stand out here early in the morning like that and look up into the sky, well, there's something wrong with that kind of person. There's something that ain't legitimate. I mean, and that may be under normal circumstances, but these aren't normal circumstances. I mean, look up and down the block. It's as dark as hell out there. It's like we're going back into the dark ages.
Hey, that's it, right where you are, Steve. Now look, we don't want any trouble, but if anyone else that's put on this porch, that's exactly what they're gonna get, Steve. Trouble.
Come on,
Look, I've already explained myself to you people. I don't sleep very well at night sometimes. I wake up, I go for a walk, I look at the sky, I look at the stars.
That's exactly what he does. But there's something, he's some kind of madness or something.
It is. This is all some kind of madness.
Yeah, well, you better watch who you're singing with, Steve. Till we get this whole mess straightened out, you're not above suspicion yourself.
Shut it, Charlie.
Neither are you, Charlie, or it seems like anybody else on the block, from ages 8 on up.
Well, what I want to know is, what are we going to do now? Just stand around and wait for something to happen?
Well, there's nothing we can do. They'll tip their hand, they've got to.
Something you do, Charlie. You keep your mouth shut. And you quit strutting around here like some self-appointed hanging judge. Why don't you just go home and crawl up into bed and forget about it?
Yeah. You sound pretty anxious for that to happen, don't you, Steve, huh? Well, maybe somebody ought to keep an eye on you, too.
We might as well get this all out now. Well, Steve, your wife's been doing a lot of talking lately about how odd you are.
What? Well, Dawn, go ahead. Tell us what she said. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What she said. Let's get it all out in the open.
Yeah,
Let's pick out every idiosyncrasy of every man, woman, and child on the block. Hey, why don't we set up a kangaroo court?
How about a firing squad at dawn, Charlie? Eliminate the suspects, narrow them down, make it easier on you.
Now, Steve, don't get up so upset, Steve. It's just that Myra, she said that there's been lots of nights where you spent hours down in that basement working on some radio or something. None of us have seen that radio. What kind of radio are you working on, Steve? I've never seen it. No one here has ever seen that radio. Oh, who do you call on that? Oh, who do you talk to? Who talks to you on that, Steve?
Hey, Charlie, I'm surprised at you. How'd you get so dense all of a sudden? Who do I talk to? I talk to monsters from outer space. I talk to fifth-breed men with 3 heads who come over in what looks like a meteor.
Steve, calm down. Steve, please. It's a ham radio. I bought a book on it for Christmas. Lots of people have one. Oh, come on, it's a ham radio. I'll show it to you right in the basement.
You will not! You will not go into my house without a search warrant.
Well, you can't afford to.
Don't tell me what I can afford, Charlie. And don't tell me who's dangerous and who's not. And don't tell me who's a menace. And you all are in this with me. Everyone. Looking for somebody to crucify. Looking for a scapegoat. Point a finger at a neighbor. Well, I'll tell you what, friends. The only thing that's going to happen here is we're going to eat each other up alive.
That's not the only thing that's going to happen here.
It's the monster!
We may need this. What in the world are you thinking? Have you people gone insane? Give me that. Even if it was an alien, what good would it done to us?
Anything you say to that, they would just stick it right
Give me that. What are you insane?
Some of us won't.
Give me that light.
Cover you. Something there.
Oh my God! It's Pete Van Horn!
Charlie, you shot him! You killed him! You shot him dead!
I swear I didn't know who it was. I certainly didn't know who it was. He just came walking out of the darkness. How was I supposed to know it was some kind of monster? See, you know why. You saw it, Sean. We're all scared of the same thing. I was just trying to protect my home. I was trying to protect my home. I didn't know it was somebody we knew. I didn't know. I didn't.
Jeez, Charlie.
Charlie! The lights went on in your house! Why did the lights go on in your house?
Yeah, Charlie, how come you got lights now?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know, Charlie. You were so quick to kill, so quick to tell us who we had to be afraid of. Well, maybe you had to. Maybe people in the next street learned something. And was coming back to tell us who we should really be worried about amongst us.
Wait. I swear to you, I don't know why the lights are on there. I don't know if somebody's pulling some kind of gag or something.
A gag! Charlie, there's a dead man on the street and you killed him! Does this look like a gag?
I didn't do it, but I know who it is. I know who the monster is.
She's the one who knew! She was the only one who knew! She told us all about it! But how did she know? How did she know?
How did you know?
Make her around, right? It was a girl here who knew what was going to happen the whole time. She was the only one who knew!
Wait, I know something crazy!
Well, I guess now that I'm speaking to you, you're part of the mob. The fourth wall has been broken, but we've kindly given you a do-it-yourself stone throwing kit. In your program, there is a gray sheet that you can fold up and toss. once you find who you think is guilty of being the alien, you can toss your stones at them, or just because you're human and you don't live in a glass house. I tell you, it's the kid! It's the kid!
Understand the procedure now? To stop a few of the machines, radios, telephones, and lawnmowers. Put them in the darkness for a few hours and sit back and watch the pattern.
And this pattern is always the same?
With a few variations, they pick the most dangerous enemy they can find, and it's themselves. And all we need to do is sit back and watch.
And this Maple Street is not unique?
By no means. The world is full of maple streets, and we'll go from one to the other, let them destroy themselves. One to the other, one to the other, and one to the other.
The tools of conquest do not necessarily come with bombs and explosions and fallout. There are weapons that are simply thoughts, attitudes, prejudices, to be found only in the minds of men. For the record, prejudices can kill, and suspicion can destroy, and a thoughtless, frightened search for a scapegoat has a far, powerless one for the children and the children yet unborn. And the pity of it is that these things cannot be confined to the Twilight Zone.
Can you hear?
David! There you are.
Okay, let's make sure everybody's here.
Yeah, hello, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, folks, tonight, I have no idea what the audience is going to be like, but whenever it is, whether there's one person, whether there's 300 people, just give them a good show, because that's what we're doing. Tyler, of course, his friends are Phil again, welcome.
Hi, guys.
Hey. What happened to meet you last night? Why did you get us
I don't know.
It was a
She
mystery.
stayed right beside you. You can ask her.
Just keep up the good work. Anyone who sees the show just raves about it. People who thought, oh, that they got dragged here, they didn't want to see it, and then they just love it. So just have fun with it. Just go out there, but still speak up. Mark, you should be louder than that when you get down there. And if there's any way, stand on the Shiloh side so we can see you in the light. People love throwing rocks, okay? They love that. Freeze, Jared, you moved a little bit of freeze last night. Try to really stay frozen. Move stage center.
Lulu quit moving in the freeze, Lulu. Sorry. Lulu was right between his, Lulu was right between his legs and the leash was right here. Good one, Lulu.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Lulu freezes when you do.
Amazing.
That's right, I kind of cramp open one eye and she's like. I know, I wondered why she moved last night. That's because we were trying to get on her name. Okay, all right, guys. Hey, Mark wants to say a few words. I can't, he's gonna lead us in bananas because I, messed up my knee today. So I can't do it. I probably messed up doing bananas last night, but I really screwed it up today. So he also has to be thinking better.
Well, 1305 hash is my address. Wyoming, snacks, lots of snacks. Since there will be alcohol beverages, we've never really had any problems, but we've always kind of had this little rule that if you're under 21, you have to be accompanied by your parents, or if you come, you can't bring guests. Come by yourself.
So under 21 can't come.
Yeah.
We will let Tyler come. Okay, all right. Well, Shiloh and Dylan are part of the group, and Shayla's part of the group too. And who else is under 21? Oh, Emma, and Emma's got her mother, and Jared, I forget, we've got quite a few under 21. And Tori. Okay, but add Matthew. Yeah. Oh my God, so you guys, like Mark said, you're more than welcome to come, but you cannot bring guests. If you want to bring a guest, let us be a parent.
Counting down.
Okay?
So I think you're
Or
right.
grandma, we'll take those. Bring your grandma. Marry a spouse. Oh, yeah, marry. Oh, yeah. What if he has a date? What if he has a date other than spouse? What else? Okay, guys.
Try at Mark's house.
We have Mark going to eat some bananas? Okay. All right. Let's go. 4. See anything?
Well, the tops of some trees have been knocked down. Looks like something hit that pond. Whatever it is, it'll be under the ice until next spring.
Oh, must have been a meteor or something, probably. Oh, I better check in. That woman who phoned said something about calling out the National Guard. Okay, I'll check in. Here we go. This is 11H3A. 11H3A calling in a checkout.
Go ahead.
We got reports of an unidentified flying object over in the area of Hook's Landing. Looks like it cut off the tops of some trees. Came down into the ice in Tracy's pond, and we can't see it now.
Marge, hey,
Oh, yeah?
there are footprints up here. They come up from the pond.
There appears to be some evidence that, we'll call you back.
What's it all about?
We don't know yet.
Come again?
We'll call you back in a little bit.
Okay, Marge, listen, I got a call about the bridge going out up there, so why don't you go ahead and take a look, make sure she's posted and blocked off. And there's enough ice jammed up against it to cool the Congo.
Yeah, roger and out.
Well, no question about it. Something came up from that pond and went into that diner.
Well, there's a bus in front of that diner. You don't suppose it came out of that pond, do ya? I'm joking with ya.
Okay. Very funny.
Okay. Now, let's leave the car here and follow these tracks. I want to be sure they lead to the diner.
Wintry February night to present. Order of events, a phone call from a frightened woman, notating the arrival of an unidentified flying object. Then the checkout you just witnessed with 2 state troopers verifying the event, but with nothing more enlightening to add beyond evidence of some tracks leading across the highway to a diner. You've heard of trying to find a needle in a haystack? Well, stay with us now and you'll be part of an investigating team whose mission is not to find that proverbial needle. No, their task is even harder. They've got to find a Martian in a diner. And in just a moment, you'll search with them because you just landed in the Twilight Zone.
Whose bus is this out here?
That's mine. Problem, officer?
Yeah, the bridge up ahead has been declared temporarily impassable. Ice flow stacks up against it. Another pound of weight and she could be driftwood.
Man, that's rough. Can't go back, can't go forward. There's a slide up there to turn off, got the whole road blocked.
Looks like you're kind of marooned.
Well, until morning anyway.
Until morning. Well, I've got to be in Boston at 9 a.m.
Well, you better start walking, mister, because as long as that bridge is out, that bus is staying right where it's at. Well, unless you have to drop you some snowshoes.
So you might have a little comfortable and get a little hot food in you.
Oh, that's fine, isn't it? That's great. Get comfortable and get a little hot food again. Well, that's precious consolation for missing my meeting in Boston. Hey, driver, that's some bus line you work for there, isn't it? They care so much about their schedules, do they?
Wouldn't be too hard on them. They don't know much of that snow and bridges and what slides off the hillsides. It's pretty much out of their control.
What do you think?
They were all on that bus, weren't they?
Say, what's the trouble? You looking for somebody?
Man driver.
Yeah.
You got a passenger manifest?
What do you think I got parked out there? A 707? That's a 14-year-old bus, ma'am, and times are slow. If my boss would think he could get money from driving across the border, he would. We don't ask them for their names. We gently kiss them, help them on board. Glad to have them with or without names.
Well, do you know how many you had?
Yeah, 6, unless one of them fell out the window when we hit a bump. I picked up 6, and I'm supposed to have 6.
Well, nobody fell out. Looks like somebody jumped in. You got 7 here now.
It's funny, I know I had 6.
Now tell me, was there anybody here before the bus stopped?
No, we haven't served anyone since 11 this morning. I figured this whole bunch got off the bus.
So, bus driver, how do you account for 7 people?
Beats me. I guess one of them didn't get off the bus.
Okay, which one of you wasn't on the bus?
Ah, which one of you?
Look, we were all on the bus. What kind of interrogation is this anyways? Is this a diner or a Gestapo headquarters?
Oh, hey, now take it easy, mister. Say, what's this all about?
Have you heard anything fly over here tonight?
Fly over here? No, I haven't heard a thing.
Well, we got a call about 2 hours ago. A woman said she heard something fly over and then come down.
Fly over here. From where?
From up there. An unidentified flying object.
Unidentified flying object? Nothing's come down from up there except snow. That's all I've seen for 14 hours. Snow. Say, where'd she say it came down?
She said it came down close to here.
Look, something did land over in Tracy's pond. Left a trail of broken branches before it hit. We followed tracks leading away from it.
To where?
To here!
You mean to tell me something landed in Tracy's pond and then came in here?
You betcha.
Well, that's crazy. I haven't seen anything or seen anyone since 11 this morning. That's
Except me and my passengers. 6 people.
George, I don't like this.
Easy, honey. Easy. I got you.
Now, let me get this straight. You're trying to tell us that one of us in here landed in a flying saucer or something, and then came in here.
God, betcha.
And came in here.
With us.
She's just really scared. You're scaring her folks.
Well, you know, that's just not possible. We would have seen them come in.
Well, not necessarily. Now it's snowing and dark. And when we climbed off that bus, we climbed down with our eyes closed to get out of the snow. Anyone could have come in with us and we wouldn't have noticed.
Well, now look, you were all on the bus together. You would have known who the other passengers were.
I don't remember seeing anybody that was snowing really hard.
Yeah, there's no way. There's a can of people, it's snowing, the book's landing, we loaded in. Telling you the truth, I don't know who got on.
She's just like science fiction. That's what she is. Regular way Bradbury. 6 humans, 1 Martian. Outer space. You wouldn't have that high and whack your head with it.
I find you offensive, you know that?
Well, what are you going to do now, officer?
Well, now, lady, listen, this isn't exactly color for our corpse either. I mean, we get a lot of nutty assignments around here, but this one, ooh, it's a doozy.
Well, I have an idea. Yes, you should pair off the couples. Since it's just one person that doesn't belong, you eliminate the couples.
Well, they crossed us off. We're exonerated. We're 2 of the humans.
That's true. My wife and I, we're in the clear. What's wrong, Mom?
I could have sworn you had a mole on your chin, George.
A mole? Honey, I've never had a mole on my chin.
Okay, now listen, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen here. Everybody and his brother's going to start picking up on visible clues from everybody else. And, you know, it's like this is just nonsense.
Entonces, ¿cómo sé que tú eres tú y no eres él?
Well, excuse me, we've been best friends for 23
here, he's the most suspicious one of the bunch.
You got a back door to this place?
Sure, why?
Well, now go back there and lock it.
Well, it's already locked. If that certain somebody really is from outer space, well, they'll just come through the wall anyhow.
You better check them for ways. Check them. Look under their coats.
Have you got identification, Grandpa?
I do. But I left it down the pond. It was spaceship.
Okay, well, who won the World Series race last year, Grandpa?
Yo, what is this? Some sort of preposterous practical joke or something?
Oh, I kid it. Pittsburgh Pirates took 4 out of 7 from the Yankees. Smart boy. Real smart boy. Didn't figure us Martians to know much about your great American fast out, did you? Huh?
Well, now, you have any identification, miss?
Well, actually, no. I left it in my suitcase, and it was shipped on ahead.
What's your name, miss?
My name is Ethel McConnell. I'm a professional dancer.
Oh, you better count her legs. Count her legs. She might be
Hey, she was on the bus.
Well, now, how do you know that?
Well, she's the only one I noticed.
Thank you.
But who knows Tim? Now we know you're the one driving, but ain't been nobody exonerated yet, that's for sure.
Look, this whole thing's getting ridiculous. Let's put a stop to it right now. We'll all show our identifications.
Want to explain why there's an extra person in here?
Simple. The driver's mistaken. 7 people got on the bus. He thought there were only 6.
Well, now, is that possible?
No, can't be. I counted before we loaded on, there were 6 people.
Well, now, miss. Now, everybody, settle down. We'll all get a laugh about this in the morning. Okay? But until then, everybody, you stay right where you are.
I've never had a bowling money. Never.
You did?
No.
Where are the troopers?
Oh, they stepped outside. It stopped snowing. Say, Haley, it wasn't your gag about the jukebox there, was it, starting up like that?
Oh, no, I'm strictly short orders and pay your taxes. I don't know anything about science fiction. That jukebox wants to start up on its own. You can talk to an electrical engineer.
Take me to your leader. Take me to your leader.
Find anything?
No, but we took a look at the bridge.
Holding up pretty well.
Oh, I don't like that bridge, and what's more, I don't trust it. No, no.
Thank goodness we didn't concern ourselves with your judgment. Well, if that bridge takes a clean bill of health, you'll drive right across it, wouldn't you?
Well, listen here, mister, you may be a big shot in Boston. When it comes to busting the bridges, I've got seniority. And that bridge is so old that you say,
What is this? Why did you let it out like that? We may be losing power. That's weird. That is definitely weird. I wish whoever it was playing their cards right now.
Why don't they do something? What's the point of us staying caged up in here like this? Get off.
The point is this, miss. We're all kids in the closet here. Nobody knows what's going on. Now, if something did land in Tracy's pond, and that something did come in here, it would be a real healthy idea to pinpoint that particular person and get him or her from leaving.
Thank you.
That's a good idea. Maybe
me.
No one did ask you, Grandpa, and no one will.
Oh, why don't you leave him alone?
Who invited you into this, lady?
Well, I didn't realize you were sending out invitations. But you know, you have got this big idea of bossing people around.
Hold on, listen here, it's bad enough all of us sitting around here without everybody going crazy in the caboose. Get it?
It's about time. Shall we go?
What do you think, Perry?
Well, can't hold him. If we want to go.
Okay, then we'll go.
Yeah, now, you're making a big mistake there. Big mistake. You may be letting that monster out.
Very may well be, old man. Very well may be, but you can't hold someone on suspicion of being a monster. You can roll him anytime.
Okay, Eric. Are you sure about that bridge? You know, I don't like that sucker. It swings in the wind and it's just not a suspension.
Well, that was the county engineer on the phone. He checked it all out, and the bridge is passable. Now, look, we'll go on ahead first. Everybody else out.
Y'all fine. Lay it down over here now. Godspeed.
No.
Now y'all come back now, you hear? That is all the one of you. Thank you. All right, man, what can I help you with? All right, thank you, ma'am. What do you say? Godspeed.
Well, I've got 7 people.
That's right. 7.
I bet you by the time we get to Boston, there'll be 17 of us.
I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, man. Something for you.
Yeah, coffee, black.
Right, coffee, black. Say, weren't you out on that bus?
Oh, indeed. I went out on that bus. And you know something? That bridge wasn't safe. It collapsed. The state police car, the bus, everything. Kerplunk,
Oh my God.
right into the river. It was a terrible scene. No one got out.
Except you.
Except me. Lucky, I guess.
But, very lucky. But say,
But what?
you're not wet.
Wet? What's wet?
What do you mean, what's wet? You fell into the river. But your clothes are all dry.
Oh. Just an illusion, that's all. Like that jukebox playing over there. That's an illusion too. Or that telephone ringing. That's an illusion too.
Say, you're some kind of magician.
Who, me? Hardly.
Oh.
Now, before you go and faint dead away. I'd explain that the name's not really Ross. I'm not really going to Boston either. You see, I was sent here as kind of an advanced scout. These cigarettes, you call them? Ah, they taste wonderful. Haven't got a thing like them on Mars, and that's incidentally where I come from. You see, we're beginning to colonize, and I think my friends are really gonna like it here. So peaceful, so off the beaten path, so remote. Say, Haley, while we wait, how about we play a little, what you call music?
Oh, I don't mind. You see, Mr. Ross, my name isn't Haley. Oh, I do agree with you. This is an extraordinary place to colonize. We folks on Venus had that idea several years ago. And I think I have to tell you, your friends are not coming. They've been intercepted. Oh, colony's coming all right, but it's coming from Venus. And I think if you're still alive, you'll see how we differ. And you know, I agree with what they call music. Why don't you play some?
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,
Incident on a small island, to be believed or disbelieved. However, if a sour-faced dandy named Ross or a big good-natured counterman who handles a spatula as if he'd been born with one in his mouth, if either of these two entities walk onto your premises, you better hold their hands, all three of them, or check the color of their eyes, all three of them. The gentleman in question might try to pull you into the Twilight Zone.
Though they'll probably think we're crazy or something. I mean, one little tower failure, we get all flustered and everything.
Well, it can't just be a power failure, Charlie. If it was, we'd still be able to get something on the board. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna run downtown. We'll check this out. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run downtown. I don't understand it. It was working fine before.
Gas?
Well, no, I just had it filled up.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Well, it's just as if everything had stopped. We better go downtown. Steve, come on, let's go.
Yeah, Charlie, let's you and I go downtown. But you know what? It can't be a meteor. A meteor couldn't do this.
No.
Well, let's go downtown.
Mr. Brandt,
What?
you better not.
And why not?
They don't want you to.
Who doesn't want us to?
Them.
Them?
Who are them?
Whoever was in that thing that came over. I don't think they want us to leave here.
What?
Well, they don't want us to leave. That's why they shut everything off.
What do you mean by that? What are you talking about?
Well, they shut everything off because they just don't want us to leave.
What makes you say that? Where'd you get that kind of an idea?
Isn't that the craziest thing you've ever heard? It's true. It's always that way. In every story I've ever read about a spaceship landing from outer space. From outer space? It sounds like you better think that girl of yours today. She's read too many comics, seen too many movies, or something. I don't want to hear you talk that way. Please don't talk that way.
Tammy, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. We'll be right back, I promise. It wasn't a ship or anything. It was a meteor. I mean, I'm sure it had something to do with the power failure, but meteors can do that kind of thing, you know, like sunspots. Hey,
That's right, sunspots.
Yeah.
Those things play havoc with radio reception all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, that one being so close,
Oh, yeah.
there's no telling what it could have done.
Yep.
Charlie, I think that's right. You and Steve ought to go downtown and see if that's not what's causing all this.
Yeah, we're gonna go downtown. We'll be right back.
Oh, Mr. Brandt, please don't go.
Why?
Well, you might not even be able to get into town.
What?
Well, it was that way in the story. Nobody could leave. Nobody said,
But who?
well, except the people they sent on ahead of them. They looked just like humans. And it wasn't until the ship landed that
The kids shouldn't talk that way. And we shouldn't stand here listening to her. Well, this is the craziest thing I ever heard. She sits here and tells us to plot to a comic book, and we stand here listening.
Wait a minute. Tammy, what kind of story was this? What about the people they sent on ahead?
well, they sent 4 people to prepare for the landing. A mother, a father, and 2 kids. And they looked just like humans. But they weren't.
Oh, okay, well, I guess what we need to do is run a check on the neighborhood and make sure which of us is really human.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Stay around making bum jokes about this? Man, did anybody see Pete Van Horn? Did he get back yet?
No, I haven't seen
No dice.
Yeah, he never did come out to look when that thing flew over. He wasn't even interested. He never did come out to look with the rest of us.
Well, he was always an oddball. His whole family, just real oddball, real oddball.
Come on now, wait a minute. Let's not be a mob here.
I just don't understand it. I tried to start it, it wouldn't start. You saw me, all of you saw it. I don't understand. I swear I don't understand. What's happening here?
Well, you better start telling us.
Yeah.
Nothing's working on this street. No radio, no power, no electricity, nothing except one car. Yours.
Okay, now wait a minute. Okay, so I've got a car that starts by itself. That's a weird thing, I admit it, but does that make me some kind of criminal or something? I don't know why the car starts, it just does.
Now wait a minute. We're all on a monster here, kid. It just seems like the general opinion is that the one family here is not what we think they are. Monsters from outer space, you know, aliens from the vast beyond. Now, do any of you know any family that resembles that here on Maple Street?
What is it? Gag or something?
No.
Practical joke or something? Now that's supposed to incriminate me, isn't it? You might go on and on, and that really does incriminate people, doesn't it? Look, we've lived here for 5 years, this very house.
Yeah, come on.
You know me, you know, we're no different from any of you, really. We're no different at all. This whole thing is just weird.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, let's go and then explain why.
Now, wait a minute, now, forget about it, Les. Forget about it.
No, let her talk. Explain what.
Well, it's just that sometimes I go to bed late at night. And a couple of times I've come out on my front porch. And I've seen Mr. Goodman here standing out in his lawn in the wee hours of the morning, looking up at the sky. That's right, looking up at the sky because he was waiting for something as he was looking for something.
Yeah. Okay, look, hold on. Hey, this is relaxed. You want to know what I'm guilty of? Yeah. I'm guilty of insomnia. Now, what's the penalty for insomnia, huh? I said it was insomnia. Look, I said it was insomnia. I said it was insomnia. Sick people, you know that all of you, you're sick. You don't even know what you're starting here, but let me tell you, what you're letting begin here that's right in the bone. What you're letting begin here is a nightmare.
Well, it just doesn't seem right watching over them like this. I mean, Les Goodman is our friend. Ethel and I have been friends for years.
That don't prove anything. No, anybody spend his time going out in the early morning like that, looking up at the sky, well, there's something wrong with that kind of person. It's not legitimate. No, and maybe under normal circumstances, but these aren't normal circumstances. I mean, look up and down the block, it's as dark as hell out there. It's like we're going back into the dark ages or something.
Hey, now stay right where you are, Steve. Now, we don't want any trouble, but if anyone else sets foot on this porch, that's exactly what they're going to get.
Now, come on,
Look,
Les.
I've already explained myself to you people. I don't sleep very well at night sometimes. I wake up, I go for a walk, I look at the sky, I look at the stars.
That's exactly what he knows. When we're sorting these some kind of madness.
Yes, that's what it is. This is some kind of madness.
Well, I think you better watch who you're seen with. Until we get this mess straightened out of here, you're not above suspicion yourself.
Or you neither, Charlie, or anybody else on this block, it seems, from ages 8 on up.
What I want to know is what are we going to do now? Just stand here and wait for something to happen?
There's nothing we can do. They'll tip their hands sooner or later. They've got to.
Something you can do, Charlie. You keep your mouth shut. And you quit strutting around here like some self-appointed hanging judge. Why don't you just go home and crawl into bed and forget about it?
You sound pretty anxious for that to happen, don't you, huh, Steve? Well, maybe we ought to keep an eye on you, too. Yeah, well, that ought to be.
Now, this might as well to come out now. You know, your wife's been doing a lot of talking lately about how odd you are.
Well, go ahead, Dawn. Tell us what she said.
Yeah, go ahead. What she said. Let's get it all out in the open. Let's pick out every idiosyncrasy of every man, woman, and child on the block. Hey, and while you're at it, Charlie, why don't you start a kangaroo court? How about a firing squad at dawn? Eliminate the suspects, narrow them down, make it easier on you.
Now, Steve, don't get so upset. Like Myra, she's been saying that lately you've been spending a lot of hours down there in that basement working on some radio or something. Ain't any of us seen this radio.
Yeah, what kind of radio are you working on? I've never seen that. No one here's ever seen that. Who do you talk to on that?
dance all of a sudden. Who do I talk to? I talk to monsters from outer space. I talk to little green men with 3 heads who come over what looks like a meteor.
Steve, please, please. It's a ham radio. I bought him a book for Christmas.
Yes.
A lot of people have that. It's a ham radio. Come right down to the basement and I'll show you.
No, you will not. You want to go in my house, you better get a daggone search warrant.
Look and see, you can't afford.
Don't tell me what I can afford, Charlie. And quit telling me who's dangerous and who's not, and who's a menace and who's safe. And you're all in this with him, every one of you, looking for somebody to crucify, looking for a scapegoat, point a finger at a neighbor. Well, I'll tell you what, friends, the only thing that's going to happen here is we're going to eat each other alive.
That's not the only thing that's going to happen.
Shut up, Charlie.
It's the monster!
What?
Will they need this?
Give me that! What are you thinking, Don? What have you people gone crazy? Here are you gone insane?
Right over the grave. You let whatever's out there walk right over the top of this one.
You're insane.
Well, some of us won't.
Give me that! Give me that! Give me that! Oh my God! It's Pete Van Horn!
You killed him, Charlie! You shot him dead!
I didn't know. I certainly didn't know who it was. I just came walking out in the dark because I had no idea who it was. And Steve, you know why I shot. He just shot. I didn't know it was somebody we knew. I was just trying to protect my home. That's all I was trying to do. I didn't know it was somebody we knew. I didn't. I didn't.
Lights went on in your house. Why did the lights go on in your house?
Yeah, Charlie, how come you got lights now?
Well, I'd like to know, Charlie. You were so quick to kill, so quick to tell us who we had to be afraid of. Well, maybe you had to kill. Maybe people went to the next street and learned something. And was coming back to tell us that we should really be worried about.
No, I swear to you, I don't know why. It's not that sort of thing. I don't know why the lights came on. Maybe somebody's pulling some kind of gag or something.
A gag! A gag! Charlie, there's a dead man on the street and you killed him! A gag!
No, please! I didn't do it, but I do know who it is. I do know who the monster is. It's the girl!
She was the only one who knew. She told us all about it. But how did she know? It was the girl here who knew what was going to happen the whole time. She was the one who knew.
We've broken the fourth wall. You are now part of the mob. But we've kindly provided you with your own stone-throwing kit so that you, by yourself, can select who you think is the alien, who you think is not like you. Throw those stones, or maybe just because you're human and you don't live in a glass house. It's the girl, I tell you, it's the girl!
Understand the procedure now? Just stop a few of their machines, radios, telephones, and lawnmowers. Put them in the darkness for a few hours and sit back and watch the pattern.
And this pattern is always the same?
With a few variations, they pick the most dangerous enemy they can find, and it's themselves. And all we need to do, sit back and watch.
And I take it this Maple Street is not unique?
By no means, their world is full of maple streets, and we'll go from one to the other and let them destroy themselves, one to the other, one to the other, and one to the other.
The tools of conquest do not necessarily come with bombs and explosions and fallout. There are weapons that are simply thoughts, attitudes, prejudices, to be found only in the minds of men. For the record, prejudices can kill, and suspicion can destroy. And a thoughtless, frightened search for a scapegoat has a fallout all of its own. For the children, and the children yet unborn. And the pity of it is that these things cannot be confined to the Twilight Zone.
Thank you.